Hello ladies! Okay, let me show you how you can order a custom veil that you have designed yourself and order it right on our website. So start by navigating your way to our custom veil section, which looks like this. And then it's basically just going to ask you a bunch of questions, starting with the length and how many layers you want. So like whether you want to wear it over the face. So if this was me, I'd be way down here looking for the long veils because I love a long veil. The longest we do is cathedral, and I think I'm going to go for a 1-layer cathedral. The next thing it's going to ask you is about the gathering style for your veil. So on a 1-layer veil, you've got a choice of barely there, which is basically no gathering at all, nice and sheer. Or you've got standard, which is your sort of traditional, veil gathered neatly onto a comb. And I think I'm going to go standard. Next up is veil width, and because I chose a long veil at the beginning, this is sort of more important for me because it really affects how wide the veil is when it's spread out on the floor. So like in this example, the dress that she's wearing is absolutely tiny, so it doesn't matter so much. But if you've got quite a big train, then you need an equally big veil to fully encompass it at the bottom. I'm going to go for the full width, the 108 wide option. Next up is colour. Just get samples. It is my only piece of advice for this section. Don't try and guess it, because not only are they different colours, and like there's a few that have the word ivory in them as well, so like you don't know how you're going to know which one, but they also feel different. Like this shimmer feels different to the illusion, to the Italian, so just get samples to be sure. I'm going for pale ivory. Then we have edge finishes. There's not really any advice for this section because it's just personal preference, isn't it, really? What you like, what you fancy, what you think is going to go with your dress. It is just sort of sewn edges in here. You can't pick lace. If you need a lace veil, just get in touch with us and someone will speak to you about it. I can tell you which is the most popular choices in this section, and it's the two at the top, the two most subtle ones, the cut edge and the pencil edge. They're our best sellers, so I think I'll just go for pencil edge just so it's got a little bit of a finish on it. Okay, we're nearly there, I swear. Next section is beading. If you don't want any beading, easy for you because you can just click on this no beading section and off you pop. But assuming that you do, you have a choice of these beads singularly or mixed together in a combination of two. So my favourite combination of beads is diamantes and pearls together. I love that. You can see that on our Siobhan veil. It's so nice. So I'm going to go for that. If you did choose beading, you then just briefly need to tell us how you want those beads set out. So do you want just like a light scatter all across? Do you want it more so it's like loads at the bottom and then a bit less at the top? Or do you maybe just want them around the edge of the veil so that the middle of the veil is clear to like see your dress through, but you've just got some beads on the edge to catch the light? The top two are the most popular, scattered and falling stars. Let's just go for falling stars. It's so gorgeous. Last section, and it's basically we just need you to tell us how soon you need it. So like, is this you, super relaxed bride with all the time in the world, or not? I'm gonna think positively, and I'm gonna assume that you are and choose standard 3 to 4 weeks. And that's it. On the final page, you just get a chance to go through and look at all your choices together just to make sure that you're still happy with everything that you chose, and then you can just check out. What I actually ended up doing when I was doing this sort of faux purchase is I actually ended up designing a veil that already exists called Phoenix. I designed basically that. The only difference that I made is that where I chose diamantes and pearls together, Phoenix just has diamantes on its own, but it's essentially the same. 1-layer cathedral, full width, pencil edge, falling stars beads, but Phoenix just, as I said, just has diamantes on their own. But I opted to have some pearls in. But essentially, if you were to do what I just did, this is what you would receive in the post, but just with pearls.